on Sherlock News, we will have a special story about the Howden Bastards. We'll be interviewing multiple key people, including me, Sherlock Holmes, amazing, and a few other people that don't really matter, but we're interviewing me, and that's really all that matters.
Okay, now we are on to our next interview with yours truly, Sherlock Holmes and his partner, Dr. Watson. Sherlock and Watson, I would like to thank you for coming to this interview.
Alright, and so Watson here is actually not my partner. He is more of a glorified secretary.
Okay, so I hear you've recently completed a case on a killer hound.
Yes.
Yes, Watson. Yes, we have. I cracked this case with my superior in luck.
Sherlock, I hear you hid in the huts over by the tour. Would you care to explain why you hid there?
Well, I had to find somewhere where even Watson's poor intellect would find me. Also, I needed somewhere that was hidden, but I could still spy on Devonshire. And Cartwright, get me a cup of tea.
What would you both say was the weirdest thing about this case?
I think it was that Watson actually accomplished things without my amazing guidance and brains.
Well, I thought it was the fact that Mr. Stapleton got a humongous hound and put phosphorus in his mouth to really play on the whole Baskerville hound idea.
What were your thoughts on getting to work on the case alone,
Try
Watson?
again.
I was pretty happy that I was able to do it.
He was petrified because he was missing his amazingly smart mentor and wasn't sure I was going to finish this case with only his dumb brain.
It's such a pleasure to be interviewing you, Mr. Baskerville. Thank you. So what were your emotions when you figured out that the Baskerville estate was yours after your uncle's death?
I was deeply grieved. I was also determined to claim the estate even after the myth of the hound. I was also very lucky to have Sherlock and his partner Watson.
Sir Henry, what were your thoughts when you found out the Barrymores were helping out Selden?
I was very surprised. When I first heard that he was shining a light out the window, I thought he may be working with the murder of my uncle. But him helping Selden wasn't really important to me at the moment.
So what was going through your mind when you were coming back from the Merritt house?
I was downright scared. My mind was racing. The nighttime fog made it close to impossible to see. I heard the hound's menacing growl and Sherlock fired 6 rounds into the hound. Sherlock was my hero that night.
Thank you for this interview. Thank you for coming to this wonderful institution for an interview we have planned.
It's great to be here.
For our first question, we have a hard one. How long have you known about the hound and Stapleton's plan to kill the Baskerville family?
I've known the whole time. I've been trapped in this abusive relationship. He had threatened me, especially when I brought up his obsession with the Baskerville family.
So, where did you meet Mr. Stapleton?
We met in Costa Rica, and I knew that I loved him. But when he figured out he was a Baskerville heir, he turned into a monster.
So how thankful are you for Sir Henry being safe from the hound and Mr. Stapleton?
I'm very thankful that he saved me, and he is alive. He's so caring.
We're going to head into our next interview, Dr. Mortimer.
Before we start, may I run my finger along your parietal fissure?
Sure.
Thank you.
So how did your career go at Charing Cross Hospital?
It went really well, and I was very successful. I ended up working for Sir Charles, and that set me up financially.
How did it feel when you found out that your dog had died?
I was really devastated, but I found this new dog named Chester. Isn't he magnificent?
Yes he is. So as the executor of Sir Charles' will, what were your thoughts when you found out about Sir Henry being the heir of the Baskerville estate?
I was really surprised that there was another heir of the Baskerville family, and I was also concerned for him, but I respect his decision to claim the estate.
Today! Only one! We're sponsored today by Cutie Oranges! Don't eat them! They're poisonous!
It's such a pleasure to be interviewing you, Mr. Baskerville.
Thank you.
So what were your emotions when you figured out that the Baskerville...
Stop me!
Now we are going to head to our next interview, Dr. Mortimer.
Before we start, can I run my finger along your parietal fissure?
Sure.
Thank you.
Mason! God!
That was a good one!
Jose, you're trying